Okay, so I just wanted to do a little video to introduce you to our curriculum writing team in this project. I know we're all busy, so I figured this might be an easier way to kind of go through it and so that you can see everything that is involved with the project. So, um, basically, this project is a leadership opportunity with the district. You would have the opportunity to work and collaborate with other teachers throughout the district, as well as learn strategies for teaching English learners. We are currently looking to add at least 7 more members to our ELA team, and you were recommended as someone that might be a great addition to our team. So we currently have 3 members of our ELA team, and they are Cheryl Hanley from McClintock, Kelly Trinian from Bruns Academy, and Malin Lewis from Northeast Middle School. Below that, you can see some of the members of our math team as well, and they are also looking to grow their team. So this project was created based on a framework by the Council of Great City Schools. You may hear us refer to that as CGCS, and it just stands for that. So basically, the focus of this project is to develop a culture that engages English learners with academic content. So that's where you come in as the content specialist, and language through discourse and exposure to on-grade level complex and compelling texts in both math and literacy. So as we like to say in our department, language and content infused together will equal success for our English learners. Part of this project will be to take part in the modules that were created by the Council of Great City Schools. I have already signed you up to receive access to these modules, so you should be getting an email soon. It might not be until next week, but these are all of the modules that you would go through. So you can kind of take a look there and see what is going to be part of this framework as you write your curriculum. So this work also aligns to your standards. So you've got your standard 2 and your standard 4. And then it also connects to RCMS core beliefs. And you can take a look at that. So how will this benefit you? So with this, by completing these modules, you will have the opportunity to earn CEUs. You will also gain access to the Council of Great City School course materials. You will get access to complex and compelling texts that you can use in your classroom. And the units in the Council of Great City Schools are aligned with the shift to rigorous instruction for ELS. Now, by completing these modules, you can earn 3 CEUs in literacy. In order to obtain those CEUs, you would have to complete all the online coursework and submit artifacts as evidence of implementation. Now, the artifacts as evidence will be these guided note takers, and I will send this presentation to you, so you will be able to click on this link and it will bring you to all of the guided note takers, one for each module. This is just an example of what that looks like. So as long as you turn that in, then you will earn those credits. This is what the login will look like. Like I said, you should be getting an email with that information soon. You will go to this link here, click Forgot Password, enter your district issued email address, and then you should get an email to create a new password. And then you can go ahead and complete those modules. So what are the expectations for the project? So we are looking for each person on our team to create 1 ELA unit by the end of April. The unit would include 5 lessons with ELA content and English learner supports. You will be able to work up to 9 hours a month, which would equal $150. So for 4 months, that would be $600. There's also an opportunity for continued collaboration after April. We are hoping to continue writing curriculum over the summer, so hopefully that is something that you would be interested in. We do meet once a month on Thursdays from 5 to 6 at the Ed Center. The time that you come to our meetings will also count towards your 9 hours. And then our next meeting will be Thursday, February 7th from 5 to 6. Myself and Amanda Acoth, who is over the math team, we stay until 7. So you are welcome to stay until 7 and continue working on your units with help from us, but you can leave at 6 if you would like. So what do these units actually look like? So here is an example from last year. I'm going to show it to you, but just keep in mind that the template has changed. We have changed it up a little bit to simplify, but just to give you an idea. So each unit starts with a cover page describing the essential questions, the focus standards. It has all the links to the introduction lesson, the closure lesson, and then below has each of the 5 different lessons and the 5 different texts that are paired with those lessons. In a second, I am going to show you the template from last year, and it does look a little bit different. But here is an example from last year. So then it gets into, here's the introduction lesson. So this person used a gallery walk as her introduction lesson. And then each of the lessons, again, give us the standard, the language target, and then goes into the framework of PIE. So prepare the learner, interact with the text, and extend the learning. So this is something that we would review and work with you to create. So this is what hers looks like. As you can tell, it's very detailed. We do want our lessons to be very detailed. So now let's go look at the template for this year. So the cover page looks very similar. What you might notice is on the last lesson, this said juicy sentences, and that is part of the Council of Great City Schools. We did change this because we are not looking for juicy sentence work that will make sense later on for each lesson now, only for a couple of lessons. We just want you to make sure that, again, you're focusing on your essential questions, and then you have a language focus for each question. You will also notice that each lesson looks very different. So we decided to simplify it to create a section for preparing the learner, for interacting with the text, and for extending the understanding with closure. For each part of the lesson, each moment in the lesson, you will notice that your English learner supports are over here on the right. So this is where you would list what kind of support you would give to low-level students, so the high support, your medium support for your intermediate students, and your low support for your advanced students. And that's for each part of the lesson. And then finally ending in some sort of culminating writing task, as most ELA units do. So, what are your next steps? First of all would be to email me and let me know that you would like to join our team. And then next would be to complete those modules and the guided note takers that we went over before. The 3 members of our team that are already part of our team have already created their cover pages for their units. So this is an example of one of the teachers. The cover page is just this first page. So this part is the essential questions, the focus standards, and then figuring out which 5 texts you want to use, creating your language targets, and I will review what a language target is. It is different than an objective. Or if you have heard from SIAP before, content and language objectives. It is different from that now, so I would review that with you. And then your essential questions, and language focus can come later on as you start to build your lessons. So that part won't necessarily need to be filled out quite yet, not until later. So that was what was due in January for them. So that is something that would need to be created by February. And then finally, it would be to begin working on lessons. Our other members were required to create a skeleton of their entire unit or work on 2 to 2.5 lessons and have those complete by February. So again, I would work with you and hopefully schedule a school visit so we could go over that before the February date. So that is it. If you are interested in joining our team, please let me know. And we will work to create a time to meet and go over all this in person, hopefully, and get you started with our team so you can receive the 9 hours for January. I look forward to hearing back from you.